Story recap. Ozioma and Nneoma are sisters. Nneoma is a fashion designer and Ozioma is a lawyer married to Ejike. Ozioma has been looking for the fruit of the womb but was not able to carry her own child. She asked her sister Nneoma to help carry her child. After Nneoma gave birth to the child, her attitude suddenly changed. She wanted the child all to herself. Let's continue with the part 2 of the story. Ozioma went to the hospital and she was told that she has an egg that can be fertilized. And the hospital asked her if she would want them to help get a surrogate, but Ozioma refused. Instead, she told the hospital to give her time, that she was going to get back to them. When Ozioma got home that day, she couldn't bring herself to bring out her egg anymore. She told herself that she was going to be patient and believe in God and see if she was going to get pregnant by herself and not involving anybody at all. After all that had happened between she and Nneoma, she wasn't willing to give out her egg to anyone this time around. So she told herself that since God has shined his light upon her and she has an egg that can be fertilized, it is better she carry her baby by herself. Even though she knew that the hospital told her that she has a weak womb that might not be able to carry a baby, she wanted to put all her trust in God, not giving out her egg this time around. That evening, when Ejike returned, she spoke to Ejike about the good news. Ejike was so excited, but she told Ejike that she has decided not to use a surrogate, that she wants to carry the baby by herself this time around. Ejike told her that's nice, that's okay. Ozioma asked him if they could go to the orphanage baby home, and Ejike was surprised. What for? Ozioma told him, I would like to adopt a baby, just in case this one doesn't work out. I don't want to put all my eggs in one basket. There are so many kids out there looking for who to help them. I can be someone's mother, even without betting the person. All I need to do is to show the person the love his or her mother never did. Ejike, who was excited about Ozioma's idea and promised to follow her and support her all through the way. The next day, they went to an orphanage home to adopt a child, just as they had spoken about the previous night. To their greatest surprise, they saw a little baby girl who looks exactly like Chimamanda. Ejike looked at her very well and said, she looks like Chimamanda. But Ozioma said, you know, kids tend to look alike when they are little. I'm not sure this is Chimamanda. Chimamanda is with Nneoma, so this can't be Chimamanda. But because of the resemblance, Ozioma decided to adopt the little girl. When they took her home, while Ozioma was showing the girl her room, Ozioma saw the birthmark that she always had at her neck side, and she was shocked. And she quickly asked the little girl, who is your mother? Do you have any idea who your mom is? The little girl looked up and said, my name is Esther and my mom's name is Nneoma. She dropped me at the orphanage home and promised to come and get me soon. She said that she was traveling and she had no one to keep me with. So she spoke to the sister in the orphanage home, and the sister promised to take care of me till when my mom returns. Ozioma was amused. Hope this isn't Chimamanda, she thought to herself, but the birthmark was obvious. It was the same. How can't it be Chimamanda, she thought to herself. When she went to Ejike to confirm that the girl was Chimamanda, she told Ejike everything, that the birthmark was still at the same position as that of Chimamanda. Ejike said that is Chimamanda, but Ozioma told herself, I don't want to believe that my sister could drop my child in an orphanage home. If she did, I will never forgive her for that. Nneoma dropped Chimamanda at the orphanage home because she found a serious suitor whose name is Chima, who was coming for her hands, and she couldn't bring herself to tell Chima that she already had a child, and she did not even want Chima to see Chimamanda in any way or perceive that she had given birth. She just told herself that since she couldn't return Chimamanda to Ozioma, the best bet was to drop her in an orphanage home. Probably she could be adopted by a parent who needs her. But still, greedy Nneoma kept on demanding for a huge sum of money from Ejike. Unknown to her that Amanda was with Ozioma, she used the money she always demanded from Ejike to open a bigger store for herself, established herself, and she was looking all shining and shimmery, neglecting their daughter Amanda. Prior to when Ozioma had seen Chimamanda, Chimamanda had already been in the orphanage home for over 1 year and 6 months. So Nneoma had always been using the money sent to her for the upkeep of Chimamanda to establish herself, sending little or nothing to Chimamanda in the orphanage home. Ozioma and Ejike were so excited that their baby girl had returned back to them. They were so glad. Ozioma was so in love with Chimamanda. She always tucked her to sleep. She cared and catered for Chimamanda. All the love she couldn't give to her when Nneoma was with her, she did everything she could to win Chimamanda over. Chimamanda, who started going to school at Ozioma's place, Ozioma took her to the best school and also sent her to school with beautiful lunchbox. Chimamanda was so excited to reunite with a family who really loves her and listen to her. Ozioma and Chimamanda loved cooking together, sharing beautiful memory together. One day, Chimamanda returned from school and placed her hands on Ozioma's stomach, telling her, "Mom, my baby sister is on the way." Ozioma looked at her and laughed, but did not say anything. But over a period of time, Chimamanda kept on repeating that same act. Ozioma, who did not take it serious, because after the doctor had told her she had a matured egg, she had not even returned back to the hospital. She did not even take treatment, and she has not even felt any sign of being pregnant. She just told herself that probably Chimamanda is wishing for a sister, but she told herself that maybe in due time she was going to go back to the hospital and know what could be done. But for now, she just wanted to concentrate and take care of her beautiful daughter, Chimamanda. 3 months down the line, Ozioma fell really sick. She was vomiting. She couldn't stand up from her bed. Ejike rushed her to the hospital. After all necessary tests have been carried out, it was revealed that Ozioma was pregnant. Ejike was shocked. He couldn't believe his eyes and his ears. He screamed out of excitement, "Really? So I'm going to be a father." He was so grateful. He knelt down and started praising God. He thanked God. He thanked his wife for believing in herself, for being patient, for never letting that which Nneoma had done to them make her lose hope. Ozioma was so excited. She looked at Chimamanda and told Chimamanda, "You are a blessing to me." Chimamanda looked at her and smiled and said, "Mom, but I always told you that my baby sister was on the way. You never believed me." Ozioma was so excited. They shared beautiful memory, Ozioma and Ejike, why she was pregnant, and also Ozioma and Chimamanda. She never neglected any of her family members. She carried each and every one of them along during this pregnancy. The bonding of the family grew stronger. They were so excited to be expecting a new baby in their home. After she gave birth, she invited her family and friends to come and celebrate with them during the baby's naming ceremony. She was so excited. She couldn't ask for anything more. Ozioma and Ejike did a grand celebration in honor of baby Chidinma. When her parents came, they were so excited for her. There and then, her parents asked for forgiveness, pleading with her, telling her that they are sorry for bringing confusion into her home. But Ozioma smiled and told them, I have forgiven you people long ago. I took nothing to heart. I knew that my time was going to come and God has not forgotten me. Her parents were so excited that Ozioma has forgiven them. When Nneoma came with her husband to be Chima, Ozioma, after greeting them and exchanging pleasantry with Chima, Ozioma quickly asked Chima to excuse Nneoma that she wanted to talk to Nneoma. She quickly asked Nneoma, Nneoma dear, where is Amanda? How come you did not come with her? Nneoma lied that she couldn't come with Amanda, that Amanda was in school. But Ozioma looked at her and said, today is Saturday. How can Amanda be in school today? Nneoma said, yeah, I took her for her swimming lessons, so I could not come with her. Ozioma said, no problem, no problem. Soon, the MC invited the celebrant to come out with her baby so that they could dance and celebrate. Just for Amanda to come out with Ozioma, Ejike, and baby Chidinma. Nneoma was shocked. She could not believe her eyes. She was really trembling where she was. She was sweating all over her body. She never knew that Ozioma reunited with Amanda. She was scared. After Ozioma, Ejike, and Chimamanda had finished dancing, Nneoma went to her sister Ozioma and held her hand and told her, please, can I talk to you in the living room? Ozioma accepted and asked her, what is the matter? Is there any problem? When they entered the living room, Nneoma asked Ozioma, how come you did not tell me Chimamanda was with you? Ozioma asked her, is that Chimamanda? I don't know. I adopted her from an orphanage. I only know she looks like Chimamanda, but I don't know that that is Chimamanda. Nneoma looked at her and said, sister, why are you lying to me? Ozioma looked at her and told her, but you told me that Chimamanda is in school. So how can Chimamanda be in school and be in my house at the same time? This one in my house, her name too is Chimamanda, but I'm not sure she is your Chimamanda, as you told me that Chimamanda is in school. Nneoma knelt down immediately and started pleading for forgiveness. Please forgive me. Please have mercy on me. Can we settle this amicably? I don't want Chima to hear or know about this. Please have mercy upon me. Ozioma looked at her and told her, I have forgiven you ever since I picked Chimamanda from the orphanage. My only issue here is the fact that you kept on demanding for a huge sum of money even after you knew that Chimamanda was not with you. Why will you do such a thing to my family? Why will you do such a thing to my husband? If we report this situation to the police, do you know what they are going to charge you for? I'm just going to keep my mouth shut because you're my sister. Had it been you were not my sister, I would have made you pay dearly for everything you've cost me. You took away Chimamanda from me, pretending like you were a better mother. All to no avail. All you wanted was my husband and his money. Not because you cared about Chimamanda, because if you did, you would have kept Chimamanda with you. And even if you wanted to take her away because of Chima, you would have brought her back to me. But you decided to take her to an orphanage home where she has no one to look up to. And her father is still alive. What kind of a terrible person are you? And now you want it to be kept a secret. You're funny, Nneoma, It's so funny how people do miserable and offendable things but want it to be buried. I have forgiven you and I am not going to tell Chima about it. I really hope and pray that you become a better person. Ozioma looked at her and left. Nneoma knelt down there, crying and feeling bad for all she had done. She couldn't change the hands of time. The deed had already been done. So what was she going to do if the truth came to limelight? But she prayed and believed that her sister wasn't going to tell Chima about everything. After the party, everyone went home. Ozioma, Ejike, Chimamanda and Chidinma lived happily together. Nneoma got married to Chima and her secret was safe with the family of Udo, as Ejike and Ozioma never said anything that had happened. They kept it to themselves, believing that Nneoma had learnt her lessons. Ozioma forgave her sister, and after a few months, Ozioma was pregnant again. The first baby, being Chidinma, wasn't even yet 1 year. Ozioma was so excited. She was once called barren. She was once degraded for not being able to carry her own child. She was so happy. Ejike was so excited when Ozioma sent him a message one afternoon telling him that she just carried out a pregnancy test and they are expecting another baby. Ejike was so glad. Ozioma looked at Chimamanda and told her, "You are really a blessing to my life, because ever since I brought you into my home, I've had open doors and good news. Your name has brought me joy. My God will never fall, and my God has never forsaken me for 1 day." The story ends with Ozioma giving birth to a total of 2 girls and 1 boy. So she had a total of 4 children, including Chimamanda. This story is to encourage people out there looking for the fruit of the womb. I want you to always believe in God, putting your trust in God, and knowing that He is a God that sees everything. His time will always be different from our timing, but He is that God that will never ever forsake anyone. Thank you very much for listening to the story of the day. It's your favorite storyteller, Zika. Please do not forget to subscribe, like, comment, turn on the notification bell to get more interesting stories like this. Till we meet again in our next. Bye for now.